For the last 5 years, it's been the same conversation. Every coder, every designer, every high-level professional who takes their craft seriously has been waiting. Waiting for the mouse that would finally complete the desk setup. We're not talking about a peripheral, we're talking about an extension of your brain. An amplifier for your flow state. And now, after years of speculation, leaks, and whisper networks, it's here. This isn't just the Logitech MX Master 4. This is the last productivity mouse you will ever need to buy. I've spent the last month with it. I've put it through the ultimate crucible of a 100-hour work week. And what I found changes everything. Stay with me for the next 30 minutes, because by the end of this review, you'll understand exactly why the mouse you're currently using is now obsolete. The biggest, most tantalizing leak before launch wasn't the shape or the battery life. It was one word: haptics. Now, everyone's tried haptics on a phone, but on a professional mouse? It's a quantum leap. The MX Master 4 doesn't just scroll, it communicates. Imagine scrolling through a 1,000-row Excel sheet. Previously, it was a blur. Now, the mag speed will provide a subtle, tactile click precisely at the 50-row mark you set. It's an invisible gate. In Premiere Pro, you feel the exact moment you cross a cut. In Photoshop, the haptic feedback guides you to a snap line. It eliminates the need to constantly look at your screen to verify a movement. Your hand now knows what your eyes are seeing. This is sensory bypass surgery for your workflow, and it's the single most valuable upgrade. Let's move on to the actual new secret weapon. It's not a new button, it's a new dimension to control. I'm talking about the new thumb rest button, which unlocks the infamous actions ring. Think of your most repetitive task. For me, it was switching between my last 4 used apps, or toggling layers in Illustrator. Instead of a clumsy keyboard shortcut, a quick thumb press brings up a circular, context-aware menu, the actions ring. With a single gesture, I can now move from a Figma design file to my Slack, to my calendar, and back to a new Chrome tab. And here's the killer feature, the AI integration. One of the default shortcuts gives you instant, contextual access to tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, or even Copilot. It's like having an intelligent personal assistant embedded under your thumb. This feature alone, if set up properly, will shave hours off your week. This is not customization, it's preemptive control. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room for every power user: durability and feel. If you've owned an MX Master 3, you know about the eventual wear and tear on the rubberized grip. That's been addressed. The MX Master 4 introduces a new, high-density, anti-stain material that feels both premium. And then there is Logitech Flow. If you're a multi-device professional, a Mac laptop and a Windows desktop, perhaps, Flow lets you seamlessly move your cursor, and even copy-paste files, between 2 computers just by moving your mouse to the screen edge. The MX Master 4's upgraded chip and antenna, which offer twice the connectivity strength, make this experience flawless. It never drops. It never lags. It's true digital continuity. Let's get into the specifics the pros obsess over. The sensor. It's the dark field high-precision sensor, now pushed to 8000 dpi. Why do you care about 8000 dpi? Because the moment you upgrade to a 4K or 5K display, or God forbid, a multi-monitor setup, your old 4000 dpi mouse becomes a frustrating struggle. The 8K sensor gives you pixel-perfect control across massive screen real estate. It's the difference between a clean edit and a clumsy miss. Battery life is still the king. Up to 70 days on a full charge, and a 1-minute quick charge can give you 3 hours of work. The fact that I only have to think about charging this thing 7 times a year is a luxury you can't put a price on. It's about removing cognitive load. But a perfect product doesn't exist. So, what are the flaws that could break the deal? First, weight. At 151 grams, it's 9 grams heavier than its predecessor. For high-speed, competitive gaming, this is a non-starter. But this is a productivity mouse. The weight adds a sense of stability and premium density, but if you're coming from an ultralight mouse, be warned, this is a substantial tool. Second, the design. It's still a right-handed only mouse. In 2025, that is a frustrating omission for a flagship product. And finally, a controversial hardware note, there's no slot to store the Logi Bolt dongle. A minor gripe, but a true oversight for a mouse designed for portability and multi-device use. You have to be meticulous about where you store that small, vital piece of tech. So, is the Logitech MX Master for the last productivity mouse you'll ever need? Yes. Bar none. The combination of the haptic feedback that literally guides your work, the actions ring that redefines workflow shortcuts, and the powerful 8000 dpi sensor creates an ecosystem of focus and precision that no other peripheral can touch. This mouse is for the professional who treats their time as their most valuable asset. It's not a luxury, it's a core piece of infrastructure.